All right. I am so pumped for today's call. We have Valerie Woeste, right? I said it right? Woo! Okay. Her and I have met through the Central Region's leaderboard page, but actually she lives in North Dakota. She lives like an hour from where I live, which is super cool. But we never met, so that's a bummer. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to hurry and do some announcements, and I'm going to turn the time over to her, and I'll introduce her before I do. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see? I hope so. Okay, so I wanted to remind everyone that we have our retreat coming up April 22nd and 23rd in Salt Lake City, Utah. But the date coming up to sign up is February next Monday. So I want you guys to remember that you need to have your deposit in. It's non-refundable. It's a $50 deposit to hold your place so we can kind of know what size house to get for us. Then for the $100 that's after that, the balance that's remaining, to earn the rest of it, you would need to hit Success Club in January, February, and March. So 2 of the 3 months to get the rest of the retreat covered. You'll need to plan to pay for your travel to get there. I'm road tripping from Arkansas, so if you want a road trip, you can do that. And then you need to plan on lunch. And then we're going to be touring corporate. I talked to corporate, actually. I talked to Sydney when I was in California. They are coming to our house that we're staying at. They volunteered to come to our house and just pamper us and talk to us and train us, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to do team training. I'm planning on doing photos. It's going to be fun. You're going to want to be there, and it's going to be a really good boost for your business. So next Monday, I need those payments in so I can plan so we can get things going. Okay. New coach, welcome, Michaela Evans. We're excited to have you. She just barely signed up, I think, like 2 days ago, which is so cool. End of January, we had some coaches who kicked booty. Brittany Hunting was at SC2 at the end of the month, and she just rocked it. Ended at SC8. Everybody else, great job. Super proud of you all. Our Anchor of Hope Award, which is based on taking care of your clients and volume. Shout out to Cole, which I know is Brittany Peck. Yay, Barney! Brittany Hunting, Cara, and Brittany Peck again. And then I think I have one last thing. If it'll let me do it. Oh, and our top coach for the month is Whitney Cole, which is super cool. She, in the middle of a move, they picked up. They weren't planning on moving until spring. All of a sudden, they decided to pack up and move from North Dakota to Minnesota, and she still rocked it. She signed coaches up. She hit Success Club. She hit Success Club in her husband's account. So way to go, Whitney. All right, I am going to introduce our speaker because I'm super excited to have her on this call. This is Valerie. Like I said, I'm going to just read what she sent me because it's really cool. So she's been an active coach for 2.5 years. She's 3-star diamond qualifying, which is so cool. She's been able to retire from her full-time job as a teacher. But so much more than that, this opportunity has allowed her much more time with her family. She's raising her baby at home. She's able to drop and pick up her girls from school, and that's her dream come true, which I think is cool. Coaching has given her the opportunity to continue to dream big and show my 3 daughters the true meaning of never giving up hope. She has a rocking team name too. Her team HOPE stands for helping helping other people every day. So with that said, she's frozen. I hope it's not me.
Started using products before I knew anything about coaching. My brother actually introduced me to T25 and Shakeology. I ordered a challenge pack, and I fell in love with Shakeology. I suffer from hypothyroidism, so the added energy for me was huge. And for a doctor to tell me that I was more than likely going to gain weight and have low energy the rest of my life was not okay with me. I actually suffered from an eating disorder in college. And so when he told me that I was going to gain weight for no reason and have no control over it, I, in my mind, already said, sorry, but this is not going to happen. And so I made it my motive to prove him wrong and to not be a statistic of hypothyroidism. Anyway, I was a teacher, and after about 1.5 years of full-time coaching, not staying at home full-time coaching, but full-time coaching, being an all-in coach, I was able to retire from teaching. My husband is a teacher here in Bismarck as well, and we have 3 beautiful daughters. So from that, I will just say that coaching has changed my life, just as it has all of yours, I'm sure. And although I don't know your stories, I'm sure that they are incredibly powerful. And one thing that all of us leaders would tell you is that whether or not you think your story is huge, or if you have this why that makes you cry, sharing it is how you're going to reach those goals, and sharing it every single day. A quote that I heard on a call just last week was, "You don't get results if you only show up when you feel like it." It's just like the 21-day fix. You create habits in 21 days. And I think that that's what the leadership ladder does for coaches, whether you're a seasoned coach or a brand new coach. And what I mean by that is that one of the things that the leadership ladder does the best, I think, is it puts your business in long-term stability and longevity terms. And it doesn't matter what level of coach you are. It tells you exactly what you should be doing at that current rank or in that current month to achieve those goals. And one thing that I love, I don't know if any of you are Emerald personalities, but if you are a numbers person, a list person, a checklist person, the leadership ladder is so great. You can make an actual checklist off of the benchmarks that it gives you for every rung. And I don't know, but there's something about checking out that box every single time you accomplish something that makes you want to get the rest done. And one thing that I love about looking at the leadership ladder and recognizing my coaches for it is that it's not just about rank. It's about the people. Rank is about signing up coaches, but the way that I view the leadership ladder is more looking at customers and clients and coaches and whether or not you're helping both. And I think that recognizing your leaders and your coaches for that is far more important than just whether they achieved Emerald or if they signed 3 coaches and now they're Ruby. This shows that you're taking care of not just your coaches, but your customers and your clients that help with that residual income for you as well. And I really think that it connects the dots for coaches, showing what your business should look like at each rank and what your behavior should be at each level. And another thing, it's not very often that a coach would go from Emerald to Diamond, within 1 month. But if you hit Emerald status and you move up a rung on the leadership ladder, you can move up to that next rung without becoming a Diamond coach. You can get those benchmarks to get there, and it's just a way that Beachbody put different steps into achieving those goals. And if you reach all of the things that the to-do list that they gives you for each rung, if you do those things, those vital behaviors every single day, and you're showing that you're an all-in coach, and that you've got a little bit of meat in this, you've got the drive to do it, then your coach is going to have another way to recognize you. And we all know that recognition in this business is huge. Your coach posting something on your wall that, oh my gosh, she's a team builder. Like, look at this. It's something that you can get recognized for every single month, just as you do Success Club, just as you do your volume. And it's another way for people to see and put to rest their hesitancy to join you or to invest in one of your products. So with that, I will show you, and this is something that you guys can see too. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I can, I think. It's just in our back office, and I'm not sure if, okay. You can take a look at it, but it gives you all of the rungs that you need under each of the benchmarks. So say you are a brand new coach and you are trying to achieve business starter status. One thing that I would recommend for you to do is to copy and paste these benchmarks that they're giving you to do to start a strong foundation for your business and to use it as a checklist. If you have a whiteboard, like I have a whiteboard right next to my working space that I make lists on all the time, I would encourage you to make a checklist. And the great thing about it is once you get that list done, you don't have to stop there, because it gives you the next rung that you can click on, and you can make a checklist and start achieving the things for the next rung as well. Our back office is such a great tool for things like this. And it's going to give you, like, say you just acquired Business Starter, and now you have coaches underneath you, and you want to be a team builder. It's going to give you, right in the to-do list, the Emerald Coach training that you could give your coaches for you to advance to the next level. And then it really, I think one thing that it does is that it helps you not get overwhelmed with all of the things that you don't necessarily have to be doing, that we spend so much time doing, whether it be scrolling your news feed or, I mean, we all do that, I know that. But I think that it gives you a clear view of where your power hours should be spent. And achieving these is going to help you achieve rank. So instead of focusing so much on rank, focusing on these behaviors and getting to that next rung of the leadership ladder is vitally important to your business growing, because it's giving you the training and the tools right in there to help your coaches underneath you do the same thing and get started the same way. You're much more duplicatable in a system like this than you are just saying, okay, now you need to get to Emerald. No, you can send your coaches a checklist of what they should be doing to be a business starter, and that clearly shows them what they should be doing to get to Emerald. So one thing that I love about the leadership ladder is that it focuses so much on, and that's just right in your back office, you all have that access to that, is that your body is your business. So you have to be a product of the product. And that's one of the vital behaviors. That's one of the things that you'll see on every single rung of the leadership ladder. And I love that it focuses on that. I mean, our company actually encourages us to focus on ourselves first, and not many companies are like that. So you could look at it like the 21-day fix. The first 21 days of the month, you build those habits of that next rung, and you're set for the rest of the month. You have those habits in place. It's something that you're going to be doing every single month from there on out. One other thing that I really love about the leadership ladder is that it helps with placement, where you should be placing people in your business, because one of the benchmarks in that leadership ladder is the amount of week volume that you have. And you'll focus more on that. I don't know what rank each of you are, but when you become an Emerald Coach, that's a huge thing to focus on, is placement in your business and the amount of volume that you have on each of your legs. And the leadership ladder gives you great benchmarks as to where you should be at each level of your business. So I'm sure that your upline coach and Michaela will help you, anytime you sign a new coach, what type of coach is it and where should they go? That's something you should always be asking your upline, because they have such great knowledge and great tools that are going to help you put those coaches in the right places. And then another thing is that you never get to a point in your business that you don't know what you should be doing. Even when you get to the top, the organizational or whatever the top rung is, that checklist is something that you should be doing every single month anyway. And at that point, you're helping coaches start to become business starters and team builders again. And it's just starting all over again. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, because Beachbody already did that for us. So I would say that using this for recognition is almost a better tool than even rank. I mean, recognizing for diamond level is huge. And that's something that should always be recognized. And even Emerald, a shout out for Emerald. But once you hit a new rung on something like this, being able to say that it's not just about how many coaches you signed, it's not just about this, it's the whole thing all together. This lady is rocking her business. She's focusing on every aspect of her business. And I think that that's so important. So what I would recommend for each of you with this leadership ladder is to, at the beginning of the month, have a new checklist every single month. And whether it's just a printout of what's in the back office, whether you create a new graphic or something for your team to use, but to what I do with my coaches, my working coaches, the people that are business starters, that were business starters in January, I start a message thread with them. And I say, okay, what are we doing to get to the next level? And we keep that thread going all month long. So those who advance on to the next rung are moved into the next message thread. And if you stay at a business starter, which is fine, then you're going to have new people in there that are pushing you, giving you different ideas of what they're doing to get to the next rung. And it's almost like a group of success partners that are at your current level of your business. But then it also helps you build relationships with newer coaches and other coaches on the team too. So the checklist, and then also being in contact with people that are in the same on the same current rung as you, striving to get to the next rung, I think is a great idea. Just like, a push to Success Club or a push to Emerald or a push to Diamond, doing a, push to Team Builder, push to Team Leader sort of group or message thread is something that my coaches really love. And one thing, I don't know if you guys do any sort of incentives, but I'm really hoping to get 5-star at the end of this first quarter. And one thing that I told my 2 other diamonds that I need, I said, if you hit Team Leader 3 months in a row, I'll pay for a $200 photography session for you. 3 months of Team Builder or Team Leader. But that also means that they're diamond level for 3 consecutive months. So that not only helps them build their income, but it also helps me achieve and maintain the rank that I'm aiming for. So you could, instead of saying, if you get to diamond, then we'll do this. But this makes them be more consistent and more accountable for it for a longer period of time. So that's my feeling on the leadership ladder and a little bit of breakdown of how we implement it on our team.
I love it. This is what we're shifting our focus towards. And so I wanted someone else to come in and talk about it because they hear from us all the time. So right. I wanted another perspective on it because when we were at leadership, that's what they talked about a lot. And Brittany Hunting and I have been talking a lot, and we want to shift focus in the crew because we know rank advancement is important, but we want you guys to build solid foundation businesses. This isn't about just being a rank. We want you hitting Success Club, helping your coaches hit Success Club, seeing the income, all of that. So I love the leadership ladder. I think it's rocking. And so we wanted to kind of move that direction. So you helped a ton with that. What was I going to say to my team really quick? So I went through our downline this last little bit, and I was really surprised to see that we really don't have a ton of coaches that are even business starters because we're not consistently hitting Success Club. We're not consistently doing those behaviors. And so my challenge to the crew this month is to at least be a business starter. But if you're already at a certain rank, then you need to look at the next level. Print out the checklist, like Valerie said, put it up and try, to match those, because then you're going to see that your efforts are matching the list versus being like, I worked my booty off for diamond and I'm making nothing, because it's happened before. People have gone to diamond and thought they were going to be rolling in the big bucks, and they're not. And it's because, you've got to meet those other benchmarks. So that's my challenge to the crew is I want to see way more business builders, and I want to see the consistency of it. Like you said, earn it for 3 months, we'll do this for you. And I think I personally am moving away from the diamond gifts and going to be doing leadership ladder gifts because I want that success for my team, not just the high for 1 week that you're a diamond and then you lose it, Okay, so does anyone have any questions? We can do it in the chat. If not, you can send them to me and I can forward them on to her. But I just wanted to thank her, Valerie, for jumping on. It's so fun to hear from her. I was bummed that I didn't get to meet her at leadership. So I guess I'll have to make a special trip to North Dakota or something. Not in the winter, though. It'll be summer.
No, don't come in the winter.
Okay, So everyone, thanks for jumping on. Be sure to send this on to your team. I'll post the recording. We'll send it on to our team members that weren't able to jump on. And thanks for taking time out and talking to us.
Thank you for having me. It's such an honor, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. If you don't know, Michaela is the guest speaker for my team tomorrow. So I'm so excited for her to share some of her inspiration with my team as well.
Well, I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. So I'm so nervous. Okay. All right. Well, everyone, have an awesome day. I'll see you guys in the team page. Be sure to shout out Valerie on her team page. Go follow her if you want to, and shout her out and thank her for being so awesome. So, all right. Have a fabulous day.
Thank you, guys.